Hi, I'm Scott Berg with Aikido of Alamo. For the last 10 months or so, we've been doing social distancing classes, and on Sundays, we've been doing Zoom classes. And I think, as opposed to thinking, God, I want to do Taijutsu, God, I want to do this, that, I think one of the really cool things that has happened is we've learned what we can learn through this period of time. That this is kind of a blessing that we're paying attention to things that we wouldn't pay attention to except for the limitations that have been placed on us. The limitations have turned to be a growth opportunity. And so in this first video that we're going to do, we're going to look at how through weapons we saw that Ikkyo, Nikkyo, and Sankyo, for that matter, Kodogai, Shirimi Nage, and Juju Nage, are all the same. We're just on a different plane, or on either on a different plane of a beach ball or plane of, what's a better word for that? Stripe of a beach ball or basketball, or on the difference or on the other side. That we're practicing being our better selves in relationship to an energy that we don't know. We're not dictating the energy. We're just dictating who we are in relationship to that energy. One of the cool things that has happened as this video you're about to see, one of my students looked at me as we were doing Ikkyo, then Nikkyo, then Sankyo, and he goes, well, it's Schrodinger's cat. And I go, well, what do you mean? And he goes, well, Takemusu Aikido exists in allowing that space to be undefined. The moment I say that I'm going to do Nikkyo to Brian, I blow up the Takemusu. Okay? It's that indeterminate space and accepting the fact that it's indeterminate space that allows for Takemusu Aikido to exist. And I think that's what O-sensei was talking about with Takemusu Aikido. Is that it's the acceptance of indeterminate space. And so you can watch a great deal of someone who can do the most beautiful Nikkyo in the world, but if they say they're doing Nikkyo, then they do the most beautiful Nikkyo in the world, it's a very different Nikkyo than the Nikkyo that doesn't exist until it does. And so through the training, that has been the blessing of COVID-19 to the dojo, is that it's really brought that home to us. And, the fact that with a stick as opposed to taijutsu is, it feels very stupid and whatnot to try to manhandle someone as they're grabbing a stick. Martially, if I want to use a stick, I'm going to hit someone, And so it allows our better selves to show up in the practice. It's so hard, not to, when someone grabs you, not to say, I'm doing this now. But with the stick, you can just try to be quiet enough to do what the stick is requesting, or uke.